Hi Virgo, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jamie, with Lost Boy. I hope that everybody's doing well. I'm going to be doing another reading for y'all for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Virgos. Cross Watchers, you are welcome as always. Flip the roles as you see fit, and only take the messages that resonate, and drop the messages that do not. As always, I want to say thank you to everybody out there who has supported me with all your likes, comments, your shares, and your subscribes. It really means the world to me. It allows the channel to grow, and it gets these messages out there. Alright, Virgo. As always, we're going to be pulling some oracles. I'm going to be diving in with the tarot for general messages. And then I will be doing another spread for the love messages. Alrighty, Universe, what's going on with Virgo? What does Virgo need to know for the week ahead? What does Virgo need to know for the week ahead, Universe? Thank you. We have your commitment is being tested, right? Whenever any of our manifestations, right, start to become a reality, right? The universe will always test us to make sure, right, that we are determined and headstrong enough, right, in order to get whatever that manifestation is, right? So maybe the universe might be, you know, throwing you things, right, in your space, right, to see how you're gonna best handle it, right? For some of you, if it's love, right, if the universe is getting ready to send you, you know, the type of person that you've been asking for, right, they're gonna send around the same type of energies of the people that you've dealt with in the past, right? The universe wants to make sure that you've learned your lessons of the past. That's what it means by your commitment is being tested, right? They want to make sure, did you learn your lesson? We have self-worth, we have guilt, and we have faith. We also have impartiality at the bottom of the deck here, right? I feel like for a while you guys have had to let the emotions slip away, right? You've had to look at the cold hard facts, maybe even looking at people's actions instead of their words, right? Something here about guilt, right? Maybe you've been picking up the pieces for everybody around you for a while, Virgo, right? And there's something here that you've been trying to get off the ground, or something here that you've been trying to pursue, right? But I feel like you guys have been people pleasing, right? And you've let that go, right? Because now you're impartial, you're no longer people pleasing, right? You're focusing on your faith. There's something here that you're focusing on your calling, right? You're focusing on your soul's mission, right? Because you can no longer deny it. It's getting stronger and stronger. And something here about not people pleasing anybody anymore, but instead focusing on pleasing yourself, right? Realizing that the energies at B, right, have been trying to hold you back, right? Those negative energies, those negative entities. Alrighty, let's pull an affirmation for you, Virgo. Universe, give me an affirmation for Virgo. Give me an affirmation here for Virgo. Alright, you guys are definitely preparing this week for your solar return, right? Virgo birthday season starts soon, so you might be feeling that energy. You're feeling that push. Right? You're focusing on yourself, right? There's nothing wrong with that, Virgo, because you've been people pleasing for a while, and it has left you chained back, right? It's left you chained back. It's left you with not having the energy to take care of yourself. We have follow your heart. That is your affirmation, Virgo. I am always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. Right? So you're going with the flow of things, right? Giving up control, right? Because sometimes when we start people pleasing, right, and we start trying to make sure that everyone else around us is happy, right, we can get a little assertive. We can become a little controlling, Virgo, right? Because then we start, getting into a negative headspace, or like, what about me? Like, god damn it, what about me? Virgos, I get it. I'm a Virgo sun myself, right? It becomes overwhelming, right? But you're no longer looking into that, right? And something here about reevaluating your relationships, right? By looking at people's actions instead of their words, right? You're very, very strongly connected to your intuition at this time, right? You have been following the blueprint that the universe has laid out for you. And it hasn't gone unnoticed. It hasn't gone unnoticed. Alright, universe, what's going on with Virgo? Caged and confined. Yeah, because we've been giving up so much of our time for other people and doing other things that we don't have time for ourselves, right? Feeling like we have been very limited. Driven by passion, reward arriving, and wrath on a warpath. Yeah, see, you are focusing on receiving something. Your commitment is being tested. I said that right from the very get-go, right? You are being tested. You have been asking for something, right? Whatever you have been manifesting, it's arriving. It is arriving. It's arriving because the universe has seen your dedication, right? It has seen your sacrifice, right? It's seen your sacrifice. It's this energy of somebody around you driven by passion. This could even be you, right? Because you're following your heart. And there's nothing wrong with that. But somebody here is on a warpath. Because you're trying to make yourself happy. Right? And maybe it's because in order for you to make yourself happy, you've had to withdraw your energy from this person. And they don't like that. Right? Because they've become accustomed to it. Right? Well, maybe if they didn't take advantage of it, Virgo, they'd still be able to have some kind of access here, right? But they try to keep you chained down and confined here because they know what you are capable of. They know what you're capable of accomplishing, right? So they'd rather keep you around so that way they can continue to feed off that energy that you give, right? Instead of you giving it to yourself. This person knows what you're capable of. They're on a warpath. They're not happy about it, right? Your commitment is being tested, right? Don't react to this individual, right? Because most people will try to do something to elicit a reaction out of you. Don't, right? Because you're going to give them exactly what they want, right? But the difference is that your faith here is guiding the way. Like I said, you have the blueprint. And something here about having some secret knowledge where you're able to read people's energy, right? In a whole different way. So you're able to see when somebody's on a warpath in front of you, you're able to see exactly what it is that they're trying to elicit out of you. It's like you can see through this person. You can see through this person. Alright, what deck do I want to use? I'm gonna use this one. Alrighty, what's going on with Virgo? What is going on with Virgo, Spirit? Spirit guides and angels. What's going on with Virgo? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. That's no communication. It's a lack of communication. It's a lack of honesty. Queen of Cups. Upright 3 of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Huh. We have somebody here who is very connected with their intuition, the Queen of Cups, right? They're also very emotionally balanced here, but there's no communication. Somebody here is not taking action either with the Ace of Wands in the reverse, right? There's hesitation. And the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands talks about going out. I don't know. See, it's like somebody here wants to take action in regards to something, maybe in regards to their emotions, but they're not taking action. Tell me more for Virgo, Spirit. Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, okay. Okay. So if there hasn't been communication here, expect communication, expect a change, right? Maybe somebody here was withholding communication from somebody. Right? Somebody was intuitively guided to not communicate. Or to no longer communicate with somebody, right? To block somebody. Something here about blocking somebody. Right? And because of that, because you blocked, you showed the universe what energy you were no longer willing to accept. That causes you to change your circumstance here, right? You were intuitively guided, right? You're following your heart, right? And maybe it was difficult, but you had to stop communication here. Six of Wands. That's definitely some kind of victory, success, recognition, right? Because the Three of Wands is somebody here who's no longer waiting. No longer waiting. So you were no longer waiting, right? Maybe you were going back and forth for somebody, giving this person the benefit of the doubt, waiting for somebody to open up their eyes and see your value, right? But at the end of the day, you saw your value, right? And that caused you to turn your back on this person. It's like, all right, well, if you're not going to see my value, right, then I'm going to take it with me and I'm going to go towards somebody else, right? Five of Cups, right? And that led somebody here, right? And it put somebody in their feelings, right? Because now they had no access to you, right? They couldn't be this Ace of Wands, right? You wanted something more than just the Ace of Wands, right? You wanted something more. You wanted some kind of commitment here. You wanted something deeper. You wanted something honest, right? You blocked this person from having access to you, and it put somebody in their feelings. We have the Page of Wands. We have somebody being bold, taking a risk, right? The Moon card reversed. Oh, there's some secrets here that you do not see. There are some things that are hidden from you that you do not know, right? Something here about alchemy. I don't know. I don't know. Like, look at her. She's sitting there in the woods, right? She has her grimoire open. She's surrounded by nature. She's holding a crystal ball in her hand, right? Somebody here is definitely taking action, right? To call something in, right? After not being honest with themselves in regards to their emotions. Maybe you said something. You put a halt, right? On somebody here. Four of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck here, right? I don't think somebody here wants you to be independent anymore, right? But yet they didn't want to commit to you in the past, right? I don't know why. I'm not speaking for other people, right? Maybe there were some things here that you didn't know about, maybe some things that they were going through, or self-esteem issues, whatever, I don't know. And I don't really care, right? Because I'm here to read for you, Virgo. Whatever it was, you told this person you were not accepting that anymore. You weren't accepting this anymore, right? But you also had this faith about you where you believed if it was meant to be. It'll all work out in the end, right? But maybe you realize, you know what, maybe I need to put my boundary up, right? To show this person that I am serious, that I am not gonna tolerate this anymore, right? You broke free from some kind of cage, from some kind of prison here, right? Some kind of routine, right, where it was just the same old, right? And you were getting nothing out of it, but you were doing for this other person, right? Maybe they were going through a tough time, right? And they noticed how kind, how nurturing you were, so they latched themselves onto you, right? Maybe not thinking that they were going to catch any feelings, right? Because they were still healing from something difficult that went on in their life, right? And then when you said, you know what, enough is enough, I'm done being taken advantage of, I have to put a stop to this. I have to put my boundaries up, right? This is what I want, and if you're unwilling to give me that, then I'm gonna go, right? I can't keep settling for less than what I deserve, right? Because you have self-worth here. And maybe in the beginning you were going through something, right? And you didn't recognize your own self-worth, but this person saw your value. Somebody had a rude awakening because they no longer had access to you, right? They can no longer play games with you, right? And I feel like that caused some kind of a switch to go off in their head where they were just like, oh shit, right? Am I really going to be missing out on an opportunity, something here that could be good for me, something here that could be great for me, because I refuse to see something for what it was or for what it could offer me? Because somebody here was just focused on seeing you in a particular light, that now I feel like they're seeing you in a whole completely different light. And maybe wanting to take action to communicate with that, to hold on to you, to not let you go, right? Maybe they're following their heart because they know you're following yours. Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's becoming overwhelming now. Maybe their feelings are coming overwhelming, right? Ten of Pentacles. This is what they want. That's the end-all, be-all. Happy family, happy life, having abundance, having something stable, right? Something stable and solid. Three of Swords. Why is this Three of Swords here? Thank you. The High Priestess. You are following your intuition. This person, I felt like, ooh, you hurt this person more than what they thought that they were going to be hurt by, right? And I think because of that, because of you putting your boundary up, right, I think it shocked this person as to how much feelings they actually originally had for you, right? I feel like maybe you said something, maybe it wasn't very kind, Virgo, and that's okay, but it was the honest truth, right? Because you couldn't hold it back anymore, right? Sometimes, Virgos, when we get pushed up against a wall, right, we will tell people exactly how it is. We will break it down, right? And maybe that's what you did, right? And it hurt this person, and then this person's like, why am I so offended by all of this, right? And then they're breaking it down and they're like, wow, maybe my feelings are deeper than what I admitted to myself, right? Because I was trying to forget some kind of hurt or lost in the past, right? I didn't realize what I was doing to somebody who was actually giving me unconditional love. And that's what it is, right? You are the High Priestess. They know it. They know you're the High Priestess. You're highly intuitive. You're highly gifted. You're highly spiritual, right? You're highly valuable. Something here about you are a leader, right? You're not a follower, Virgo. You are a leader. This person knows it. This person's finally opening up to it, right? Whether it's too late or not on their end, I don't know, Virgo. That's for you to decide. I am going to be pulling Ace of Pentacles. There is a new beginning here. Maybe somebody could be coming back wanting to offer you something, right? Because now they recognize your value and your worth. And they know they need to step their game up. I am going to be pulling some love cards as well. I'll just move this over so I have enough room. All right. Alrighty, universe. What is going on with Virgo in regards to love? What is going on with Virgo in regards to love? Eight of Wands in the reverse. Again, there's no communication here. There's no communication. There's no moving forward with something. The High Priestess in the reverse. Somebody's intuition has been blocked. Eight of Coins. Somebody's been focused on work. That's what it is. The Empress in the reverse. They haven't been nurturing. They haven't been caring. The Knight of Swords. And the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands here twice. Now, a person hasn't been communicating with you, right? They've been disconnected from their intuition. That's probably what it was this whole time. They've been disconnected from their intuition. They've been probably focused on a loss. They haven't been able to see something clearly. They weren't honest with themselves, right? Yeah, the High Priestess in the reverse. Maybe they were acting like a follower, right? And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, maybe they were just trying to get their mind off of things, right? You know what I mean? Like, not being a leader, not taking control of their own life, but instead, like, surrounding themselves with other people, right? Trying to get their mind off of things, right? Focused on their work, focused on their stability, right? Dedicating their time to money, to finances, to abundance instead of love, right? But they haven't been honest with themselves, with what it is that they really want, right? They haven't even been nurturing themselves. And I feel like they're starting to realize that with this Knight of Swords, because now I feel like that's what they want to communicate here, right? That they want to be loved. And with the Three of Wands, you know, taking action and go after that after not doing so, right? This is somebody looking at the cold, hard truth, right? She's looking at the truth. She's staring intently on that sword, right? After being dishonest with themselves. Tell me more about this love for Virgo. That's the Seven of Swords. That's the Chariot. Five of Coins. And the Two of Swords. Somebody has been lying to themselves. They have been, right? They've been playing. They've been acting like they were a victim, but somebody here is no longer a victim, right? Somebody here was self-sabotaging themselves out of love. But now I feel like some of you guys could even be dealing with the Cancer here. I have Cancer. I also have Aquarius. I mean, pretty much have almost everybody here, right? But this is somebody here who's doing the work to take the blindfold off themselves, right? To see the truth, right? I feel like you were dealing with somebody else who's also been caged and confined, right? By their own past, right? And maybe you were just two broken people that got together, right? That healed each other, but then became complacent, became scared because maybe you didn't want to ruin the relationship, right? But somebody was like, I can't keep taking breadcrumbs, right? Maybe, Virgo, you sensed that this person was healing, right? And maybe you wanted to give them space and you were like, whenever they're ready, you know, whenever they're ready, right? Whenever they're ready. Maybe you left the ball in their court, right? Several times. And it got to the point where this person never took that bait. And you were like, all right, well, I can't keep playing these games with you. I'm just going to move on to something else. Somebody here is admitting the truth to themselves. And that's what I have for y'all, Virgo. Love and light.